Welcome to Games and Names. Tonight, we're diving into the African Cup of Nations football tournament in Morocco. Established in 1957, this tournament showcases the best of African football. From Egypt's 7 titles to Cameroon's triumphs, it's a stage for talent to shine. Legendary players like Abedi Pelé and emerging stars like Mohamed Salah have left their mark on the tournament. This episode celebrates the tournament's history and the current edition in Morocco. Teams are competing for continental glory, and players like Sadio Mane are captivating audiences. Join us for a journey through African football's past and present on Games and Names. The Africa Cup of Nations, AFCON, is a prestigious football tournament that began in 1957. It showcases the talents of African footballers and promotes unity among nations. Memorable moments include Egypt's win in 1957. The tournament's history is filled with remarkable results and underdog victories, reflecting the passion African countries have for football. The Africa Cup of Nations, AFCON, stands today as the most prestigious football tournament on the African continent and one of the oldest continental championships in world football. Organized by the Confederation of African Football, CAF, the tournament represents not only sporting competition but also African identity, political transformation, cultural pride, and continental unity. From its modest beginnings in the mid-20th century to its current status as a global football spectacle, AFCON has mirrored Africa's historical journey and evolving place in international sport. The roots of the Africa Cup of Nations can be traced back to the formation of the Confederation of African Football in 1957. At the time, African football was largely marginalized within the global game, with few international platforms for African nations to compete. The first Africa Cup of Nations was held in 1957 in Sudan, featuring only 3 teams, Egypt, Sudan, and Ethiopia. South Africa was disqualified due to apartheid policies. Egypt won the inaugural tournament, defeating Ethiopia in the final, and became the first champion of Africa. This early edition set the tone for Egypt's historical dominance in the competition. The second tournament in 1959, also hosted by Egypt, saw the host nation claim its second consecutive title. At this stage, AFCON was played in a league format rather than a knockout structure, reflecting its experimental nature and limited participation. The 1960s marked a period of rapid expansion and transformation. As African nations gained independence, football became a symbol of national pride and sovereignty. AFCON grew alongside these political changes, with more countries joining CAF and participating in the tournament. The 1970s further solidified AFCON's continental importance. Countries such as Zaire, DR Congo, and Morocco claimed their first titles, highlighting the growing competitiveness of African football. The 1980s represented a major leap forward in terms of organization, quality, and international recognition. AFCON expanded to 8 teams, and later 12 teams, reflecting improved infrastructure and rising standards. Key moments of this era include, Nigeria's first title in 1980, hosted in Lagos, powered by stars like Segun Odegbami. Cameroon's golden generation, winning in 1984 and 1988, led by iconic figures such as Roger Milla. The 1990s are often considered a golden era for African football. AFCON expanded to 16 teams, increasing diversity and competition. Matches became more tactical, physical, and technically refined. Major highlights include, Algeria's triumph in 1990 on home soil. Ivory Coast's dramatic victory in 1992, winning the longest penalty shootout final at the time. Nigeria's dominance in 1994, coinciding with their Olympic gold medal in 1996. South Africa's emotional victory in 1996, shortly after the end of apartheid, symbolized national unity and rebirth. The new millennium ushered in unprecedented global attention. African players were starring for top European clubs, and AFCON became a tournament followed worldwide. Important developments included Cameroon's dominance, winning in 2000 and 2002, with Samuel Eto'o emerging as one of Africa's greatest players. Egypt's historic hat-trick, winning 2006, 2008, and 2010, establishing itself as the most successful nation in AFCON history. The introduction of advanced broadcasting, sponsorship deals, and professional tournament branding. Egypt's 2010 team, coached by Hassan Shihada, is widely regarded as one of the greatest national teams in African football history. In the modern era, AFCON expanded to 24 teams, increasing inclusivity and representation. The tournament calendar was adjusted, and hosting standards improved significantly. Recent notable champions include Zambia in 2012, achieving a fairy tale victory in Gabon, honoring victims of the 1993 air disaster. Ivory Coast in 2015, ending years of heartbreak. Cameroon in 2017 defied expectations with a young squad. Algeria in 2019, led by Riyad Mahrez. Senegal in 2021, winning their first ever title with Sadio Mane as captain. These tournaments highlighted tactical maturity, defensive organization, and the rising competitiveness of so-called smaller nations. The Africa Cup of Nations is far more than a football tournament. It is a historical chronicle of a continent, a celebration of African excellence, and a symbol of unity through sport. From 3 teams in 1957 to a global event watched by millions, AFCON's journey mirrors Africa's own evolution. Its most important results are not only measured in goals and trophies but in moments of pride, triumph, and collective memory that continue to define African football for generations to come. Mohamed Salah, the Egyptian football star, has captivated fans worldwide with his exceptional talent and achievements. Starting his career in Egypt, Salah made his mark in European clubs like Basel, Chelsea, and Roma before joining Liverpool in 2017. Since then, he has dominated the field, winning multiple awards and setting records. Known for his speed and goal-scoring prowess, Mohamed Salah Ghali is not merely a footballer, he is a cultural symbol, a national icon, and one of the most influential athletes in modern African and world football. His journey from the small Egyptian village of Nagreg to the grandest stadiums of Europe, and his enduring commitment to the Egyptian national team, represents a story of perseverance, humility, ambition, and historic achievement. Salah's career has redefined how Egyptian and African footballers are perceived globally, while inspiring millions across the Arab world and Africa. Mohamed Salah was born on June 15, 1992, in Nagreg, a modest village in the Garbia Governorate of Egypt. From an early age, football was his passion. He traveled long hours daily from his village to Cairo to train, enduring physical exhaustion and personal sacrifice at a young age. These formative years shaped his discipline, resilience, and relentless work ethic. Salah began his professional career with El Moukhalan El Arab Contractors, one of Egypt's respected clubs. Even as a teenager, his pace, dribbling, and direct attacking style distinguished him from his peers. His performances in the Egyptian Premier League quickly attracted attention, not only locally but also from international scouts. In 2012, Salah took a bold step by joining FC Basel in Switzerland. This move marked a turning point in his life and career. At Basel, Salah adapted rapidly to European football, showcasing his speed, composure, and tactical intelligence. He won domestic titles and made a strong impression in European competitions, including memorable performances against top clubs. His success at Basel earned him a move to Chelsea FC in 2014. However, this phase proved challenging. Limited playing time and tactical constraints hindered his development. Instead of surrendering to stagnation, Salah made a critical decision to seek regular football elsewhere, embarking on loan spells that would revive his career. Salah's loan move to Fiorentina in 2015 marked the beginning of his resurgence. He flourished in Serie A, quickly becoming a fan favorite with his explosive performances. His confidence returned, and his attacking instincts sharpened. This revival continued at AS Roma, where Sulla reached new heights. Over 2 seasons, he evolved into one of Europe's most dangerous wingers, combining goals, assists, and tactical maturity. His time in Italy transformed him from a promising winger into a complete attacking force. In 2017, Mohamed Salah joined Liverpool FC, a move that would redefine his legacy. From his very first season, Salah delivered one of the most extraordinary individual campaigns in football history. He broke records, scored spectacular goals, and played a decisive role in Liverpool's resurgence as a global powerhouse. While his club's success brought global fame, Salah's relationship with the Egyptian national team carries deeper emotional and historical significance. He made his senior debut for Egypt in 2011, during a period of transition and uncertainty for Egyptian football. Salah quickly became the team's focal point, leader, and captain. His impact was transformative. Salah played a pivotal role in Egypt's return to continental prominence. AFCON 2017, led Egypt to the final, scoring crucial goals and finishing as one of the tournament's best players. AFCON 2021, carried Egypt to another final with inspirational performances, leadership, and resilience. Perhaps Salah's most iconic national team moment came in 2017, when he scored the decisive goal that qualified Egypt for the 2018 FIFA World Cup, ending a 28-year absence. The moment transcended sport, igniting nationwide celebrations and cementing Salah's status as a national hero. He also represented Egypt at the 2018 World Cup and continued to lead the team in subsequent international competitions, carrying immense expectations and responsibility. Mohamed Salah's story is still being written, but his place in history is already secure. From village pitches to World Cup stadiums, from national heartbreak to global triumph, Salah embodies the spirit of perseverance and excellence. For Egypt, he is more than a footballer, he is a symbol of national pride, resilience, and belief. In the long history of African football, few players have combined individual brilliance, collective impact, and cultural significance as completely as Mohamed Salah. His journey with the Egyptian national team and his achievements on the global stage ensure that his name will endure as one of the greatest footballers Africa has ever produced. Brahim Diaz, born in Malaga, Spain in 1999, represents the Moroccan national football team. He began his career at Manchester City, showcasing his talent as a playmaker. In 2019, he moved to Real Madrid. Brahim Diaz has won domestic and international titles. He is highly regarded for his potential and is considered a rising star in the football world. Brahim Abdelkader Diaz is one of the most compelling modern stories in international football, a story shaped by talent, migration, identity, and choice. Born in Spain to a multicultural family, developed within some of Europe's greatest football institutions, and ultimately choosing to represent Morocco at international level, Brahim Diaz embodies the globalized reality of contemporary football. His journey reflects not only personal ambition and technical excellence but also the growing power and appeal of the Moroccan national team as a destination for elite, world-class talent. Brahim Diaz was born on August 3, 1999, in Malaga, Spain. His heritage is deeply multicultural. His father is Moroccan, with roots in northern Morocco, while his mother is Spanish. This dual identity would later play a defining role in his international career. From a young age, Brahim demonstrated exceptional technical ability. He was small, agile, and gifted with extraordinary ball control, creativity, and vision. Football quickly became central to his life, and his natural talent set him apart from his peers almost immediately. He began his football education at Malaga CF's Youth Academy, where his flair, confidence, and intelligence on the ball earned him comparisons to classic playmakers. Even at youth level, Brahim was known for his ability to operate between the lines, dribble in tight spaces, and create opportunities under pressure. In 2015, Brahim made a decisive move by joining Manchester City's academy, one of the most advanced youth development systems in Europe. Under the guidance of Pep Guardiola and a highly professional environment, Brahim refined his tactical understanding, positional awareness, and physical conditioning. At Manchester City, Brahim progressed rapidly through the youth ranks and soon made his senior debut. Although competition for places in City's star-studded squad limited his playing time, the experience proved invaluable. Training daily alongside world-class players helped shape his mentality, professionalism, and ambition. During this period, Brahim was widely regarded as one of Spain's most promising young talents, representing Spain at various youth international levels. However, limited first-team opportunities led him to seek a new challenge where he could fully express his abilities. In January 2019, Brahim Diaz signed for Real Madrid, one of the most iconic clubs in football history. The move symbolized both belief in his potential and the scale of expectations placed upon him. His early time at Real Madrid was marked by flashes of brilliance but inconsistent minutes. Competing with established superstars required patience and resilience. Nevertheless, Brahim demonstrated his technical quality whenever given the chance, scoring important goals and showing creativity in tight matches. To accelerate his development, Brahim accepted a loan move to AC Milan in 2020, a decision that would profoundly shape his career. One of the most defining moments of Brahim Diaz's career came when he chose to represent the Moroccan national football team at senior level. Despite having played for Spain's youth teams, Brahim felt a deep emotional and cultural connection to Morocco. This decision was not merely sporting, it was personal. It reflected heritage, family ties, and a sense of belonging. Morocco, in turn, welcomed Brahim as part of a golden generation aiming to establish itself among the world's elite national teams. His decision symbolized a broader trend: Morocco's growing ability to attract and integrate top players from across the diaspora, strengthening its squad depth and international competitiveness. Brahim's integration into the Moroccan national team added creativity, technical elegance, and tactical versatility. Capable of playing as a central attacking midfielder, winger, or second striker, he provided Morocco with new attacking dimensions. Sadio Mane, born on April 10, 1992, in Senegal, is a highly successful football player known for his speed, agility, and goal-scoring ability. Representing Senegal, Mane has also played an essential role in their successes in competitions like the Africa Cup of Nations. His rise from modest beginnings to global football stardom serves as an inspiration to many aspiring athletes. Sadio Mane is more than one of Africa's greatest footballers. He is a symbol of determination, humility, and national pride. His rise from a small village in southern Senegal to the pinnacle of world football represents one of the most compelling success stories in modern sport. As a player, leader, and cultural icon, Mane has reshaped Senegalese football history and redefined what it means to represent Africa on the global stage. Sadio Mane was born on April 10, 1992, in Bambali, a rural village in the Sédhiou region of Senegal. His upbringing was modest, shaped by limited resources and strong communal values. Football was not immediately encouraged. His family, particularly his father, prioritized education and traditional responsibilities. However, Mane's passion for the game was undeniable. In 2011, Mane moved to Europe, joining FC Metz in France. The transition was challenging, both culturally and physically, but it marked the beginning of his professional ascent. Although Metz faced relegation, Mane's potential was evident. Mane's move to Southampton FC in 2014 introduced him to the English Premier League. There, he became a household name, combining relentless work rate with decisive attacking contributions. His record-breaking fastest hat-trick in Premier League history further cemented his reputation. In 2016, Mane joined Liverpool FC, a move that transformed his career and legacy. Under Jurgen Klopp, Mane became a cornerstone of one of the most dynamic attacking trios in world football. His versatility, tactical intelligence, and selflessness allowed him to thrive in a system built on intensity and collective effort. While Maine's club career brought global fame, his relationship with the Senegalese national team defines his deepest legacy. He made his senior debut for Senegal in 2012, quickly establishing himself as the team's most important attacking player. Maine's international career coincided with Senegal's ambition to transform from a talented but inconsistent side into a continental powerhouse. His influence extended far beyond goals. He embodied leadership, responsibility, and belief. The Africa Cup of Nations, AFCON, became the central stage for Maine's national team journey. AFCON 2017, Senegal entered as one of the favorites but exited in the quarterfinals, exposing the fine margins of tournament football. AFCON 2019, Senegal reached the final, facing Algeria. Despite Maine's tireless efforts, Senegal fell short, suffering a painful defeat. These disappointments only strengthened Maine's resolve. AFCON 2021, this tournament marked the defining moment of Maine's international career. Ademola Lookman, born in London on October 20, 1997, is a talented footballer currently playing for the Nigerian national team. He began his career at Charlton Athletics youth system and later moved to Everton in 2017. That his journey from London to becoming a key player for Nigeria showcases his talent, hard work, and determination. Lookman's rise in football signifies his commitment to success and his ability to inspire upcoming Nigerian players. Ademola Lookman's football story is one of patience, self-discovery, and eventual fulfillment. Born in Europe, shaped by English football, refined in continental competition, and ultimately embraced by the Nigerian national football team, Lookman represents a modern African football narrative, one defined by global pathways and deeply personal choices. His emergence as a decisive player for Nigeria has strengthened the Super Eagles' attacking identity and added a new chapter to the country's rich footballing tradition. Ademola Lookman was born on October 20, 1997, in London, England, to Nigerian parents. Growing up in a multicultural environment, he developed an early love for football on the streets and school grounds of South London. From a young age, Lookman's pace, balance, and direct dribbling stood out. He combined athletic explosiveness with technical control, traits that would later define his professional game. In 2017, Lookman joined Everton FC, stepping onto the Premier League stage. The move represented both opportunity and challenge. While he produced moments of brilliance, including goals against top opposition, consistent playing time proved elusive. Tactical changes, competition for places, and the pressures of England's top division tested his resilience. Recognizing the need for regular football, Lookman embarked on loan spells abroad. His time at RB Leipzig in Germany provided exposure to a fast-paced, pressing-oriented system that emphasized tactical discipline. Although opportunities were limited, the experience broadened his understanding of continental football. The turning point came in Italy with Atalanta BC. In Serie A, Lookman found a system perfectly suited to his strengths. He flourished as an attacking forward, combining pace, movement, and clinical finishing. His performances in domestic and European competitions elevated his status dramatically. One of the most significant moments of Lookman's career was his decision to represent Nigeria at senior international level. After representing England at youth levels, he opted to embrace his Nigerian heritage, officially committing to the Super Eagles in 2022. This choice carried deep personal meaning. It was not simply a sporting decision, but an affirmation of identity and belonging. Nigeria welcomed Lookman as part of a new generation tasked with restoring the national team's dominance in African football. Lookman's integration into the Super Eagles was swift and impactful. His style, direct, fearless, and incisive, added a new dimension to Nigeria's attack. Operating as a winger or inside forward, he complemented Nigeria's traditional strengths of pace and power with European tactical refinement. Thank you for watching Games and Names. Your support means the world to us. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Your feedback inspires us to create more engaging content. Remember to stay curious and stay tuned for our next episode. Goodbye.